Hey there, Industrialist Cougar here, starting a new playthrough on the release version of Rise of Industry by Dapper Penguin Studios. Now, when I say playthrough, I'm not really sure what our goal is going to be here. Yes, apparently you can make it through to the end of the game in about 10 hours worth of play, and by the end of the game, that means building a prototype automobile and selling it. But I don't know. I don't know if that's what we're going to be aiming for. I just like to make money. I think that our goal may just be to bank $1 billion. See how that goes. All right, so we have generated a new map here. Let's see, we're on normal difficulty, normal 100% difficulty. And let's take a look at this region that we've got here. Arrow Rock has Farmer's Market, a hardware store and a construction goods store. And in terms of overlap, we've got a little bit of overlap going on in terms of a sheep farm. We can grow and sell wheat. We can use the wheat to feed the sheep and sell their mutton and their wool. We can also sell a lot of paper products at the construction goods store. We got paper rolls being demanded, heavy pulp demanded, cardboard demanded. Those are all good places to start. I'm going to hit tab a couple of times to bring up our labels, see what kind of resources we got here. Awesome. We've got iron ore and coal. We're not demanding any steel products in Arrow Rock, but having them will let us, having coal for one thing will allow us to create ink, which requires coal and water. And then we'll have these steel resources, the steel creating resources available if we want to go elsewhere after that. All right, so we've come up with a plan. We're going to start with a sheep farm or two and immediately try to ramp up to some paper products and hope that we are offered the chance to put a bookstore in our town when it levels up so that we can take advantage of all these good paper products here. All right, so with that, we've made a plan. Now I'll hit Administrative Buildings, place our HQ there, and now unlock our 3 free techs. I'm looking around here at the terrain around Arrow Rock. It's going to be a little tricky because we've got like half of the entire northern half of the city here is taken up by that big lake, and then another smaller lake over here. That's going to cut into our room to expand. We've also got some hills over here. This tall one's going to be a bear to take down. It's going to be very expensive to terraform that out. This one, not so much. We also have a lot of lumber products, which is going to be good for our paper industries. So I think our plan works. For now, let's start at the tech tree. Let's start with some wheat, and on the livestock category, start with some sheep, and then unlock an urban road. And then from there, we'll go directly to the paper mill stuff, unlock paper rolls, and then as soon as we put down our first paper products factory, we're going to need a way to deal with the pollution. So let's set an air purifier as our next destination tech, and then after that we'll deal with it from there. I think actually I'm going to go ahead and set up additional coastal harvesters as another unlock, and additional crop fields, and then maybe we'll continue on to livestock fields from there. I don't know. That's an expensive tech to research down here on the 3rd level, so we'll have to wait and see about that, but I'll put it in there for now. I'll include it in the queue. All right, we've got our techs chosen. Now it's time to start building. I'm looking for a nice big open area where I'm not going to be tearing down too many trees that we might need later. Over here looks like a good prospect. Over here we're going to be tearing down a lot of trees, and that's where the coal is. Over here, not very flat. We've got a lot of little hills that we'd have to terraform out to make that work. Why don't we start over here on the eastern side of town and see how this goes. We're probably going to have to take that hill down, and maybe this one over here too, especially to get some water going, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so let's start with logistics, putting down a warehouse. Now, in terms of getting water, the water may have to come from the northern side here because there's this big hill in the way off here to the farther east. We'll try to set this warehouse down so that it encompasses both of those water sources. So that, and then we'll decide what we're going to do. All right, input and output. We're probably going to want the input on this side and the output. Well, input there, output there. That seems like it might work. back off the road a ways. We're kind of hemmed in by these hills here, but again, they're not super high hills, so we could terraform these out without incurring too much expense. We'll see how that goes. All right, water next. Water. I think I'm going to put the water over here. Yes, it's going to have to cross this main highway to get to the warehouse, but this road leads nowhere except to the state. So I don't anticipate there being much traffic on that road. So let's go ahead and do that. So gatherers, water siphon. Put a water siphon there, should work. And then its harvesters can be, where can its harvesters be? One there. And there. And there. All right, great. Let's start with dirt roads, even though we've unlocked the urbans as one of our 3 frees. We don't need the urban roads back here. We may need them starting there. Yeah, I don't like him having to go across this road here, this highway, but we'll see. We'll see. That could be fine. Yeah, I'll let him use that highway to get here for now. And then, again, make sure that it has a way to get back to its point of origin. And then we need a... Now we need a farm. Let's start with a crop farm. Let's get the water to the crop farm. All right, that's not great, but it'll do. And 3 wheat fields. And then hook that up. We'll connect everything to the main road for now. There may be a better way to do this later. We may end up running some additional roads here. But again, this road doesn't go anywhere. I don't anticipate there being a lot of traffic on this road. So with that all in place, why don't we go ahead and get time started. And let us start growing some wheat, at least collecting some water. All right, and once our first crop of wheat comes in, we'll put down our livestock farms. Just let this run for a minute so we're not incurring too much upkeep costs for stuff that is not actually ready to be producing stuff. All right, those trucks they seem to have a pretty good way to get back and forth there. That seems okay. All right, we're growing wheat. Let's go ahead and start thinking about, I'm going to slow time back down a little bit. Actually, I'm going to pause it in case I do something stupid and have to undo what I've done. Put down a livestock farm. Livestock farm is going to need a lot of stuff from the warehouse. It's going to need water and grain. I'm going to go ahead and terraform out that little pond there. We're not going to incur too much debt. We're going to not too much expense doing that. And now we'll put down our livestock farm. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Hook that up with a road. And now we're doing sheep stuff. I'm going to go ahead and direct distribute my... we've only got the 1 farm down for now. Well, for one thing, we will directly sell all of our products here. We're not going to send our products from the sheep farm back to the warehouse. We're going to send them right into town to be sold. So commercial, farmer's market in Arrow Rock, and then for the wool, the commercial hardware store in Arrow Rock. And now we can speed this back up again. All right, everything seems to be working properly. And now we just got to let that run for a bit. I think it's almost time to put down another crop farm. We cannot be producing too much wheat here because we can always sell the overflow at the farmer's market. Yeah, I think it's time to put down another crop farm. I think we've got the room for it, and we're going to have the demand for it soon. So X to copy. And 3 more. And run that road out there as well. Going to be running a little short on water here, with water going to 2 crop farms and a livestock farm. It might be time to put down another water siphon. We're going to need even more water once we start creating paper rolls. I'm looking at the paper roll tech being researched in the upper left-hand corner. So yeah, maybe it's time to start thinking about bringing in even more water. The water runs right up to the road here, so there's no way to put harvesters over here. We would have to terraform out this big hill here, which we may end up doing at some point anyway, but why don't we wait until we have more money coming in before we make that happen. All right, crop farms. With 2 crop farms running and only 1 livestock farm, we're going to be stockpiling wheat here. I may set up a distribution line for the wheat as soon as this first load of wheat comes in from the second farm, which just happened. Now we're storing 9 wheat there. So let's go ahead and sell some of this overflow wheat at the farmer's market in town just to make a couple of pennies. We're not going to get rich selling raw wheat, but it's a way to start. Yeah, not already having some traffic issues around the warehouse here. I think what I'm going to do is extend this down so that they don't have to go back in on this entry road. And then they can, once we research one-way roads, we'll set that up as a one-way road coming in there and a one-way road going out there. But for now, we're doing okay. How's our water sitch? Everything's getting all the water it needs. Yeah, there's gonna be plenty of traffic on this main road. We're gonna have to give these guys another way to get into town, so everybody's not using this one main road. We'll do that eventually. I think that's gonna happen once we terraform out this hill here. We're making money. Let's check our mini budget overview. We made 67,000 last month, which, you know, we're not billionaires yet, but it's a start. It's a place to start. Oh, I hit escape to close the menu, the mini budget overview, which I'm going to do 1,000,000 times. Yeah, I'll apologize in advance for how many times I'm going to hit escape trying to close this mini budget overview. Feels like escape should close it. Maybe there could be a pin button up here for the people who really want to keep it open, but all right, a lot of traffic already, but everything seems to be functioning properly. Are we ready to put down another livestock farm? Well, we're ready to start doing paper production, aren't we? Let's take a look at the tech tree real quick. We unlocked our pollution buildings. We unlocked our first paper mills, so it may be time to start thinking about that. It's just we've got all this wheat. I think we could probably put down a second livestock farm. We're certainly not oversupplying Arrow Rock with our mutton products based off of one livestock farm. Mutton is fully demanded. We're barely supplying them with enough mutton. Yeah, so let's do another livestock farm before we get started on the paper. And let's keep that on this side. We're probably going to have to terraform out some of that hill. There's not going to be a lot of room to expand here on this side of the water, or this side of the road. All right, I'm going to go ahead and terraform out a little bit of this hill here. That's 175,000. That's 400, almost 500,000. That's 200,000. We can afford that. Let's do that. And see if that gives us a little more room to play with in terms of getting a second livestock farm here. Now I want to leave enough space to put down more sheep fields here because there's no room to put additional fields up here once we unlock them, so they're going to have to go on this side. So that livestock farm is going to have to be far enough away that we can put more sheep fields there when it's time. And that's 2, 4, 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. Okay, so that should work. And hopefully be able to put enough down here. Oh, that's going to be tight. Well, when we have more money, we can do more terraforming on this big freaking hill here, but that is a very big hill. Ooh, cost of terraforming reduced by 26% in Great Meadows, so that's not going to help us. If that was here, I would definitely have jumped on that auction because terraforming is a concern of ours right now. We can speed this up. It automatically slowed itself down for the auction, but we can speed that back up now. All right, more sheep stuff, and I copied that, so it should have carried over. No, did I not copy that? No, I didn't copy it. All right, so change this off of auto, choose the destination, the commercial farmer's market in Arrows Rock, choose the destination for the wool as the commercial hardware store in Arrow Rock, and that should be good. All right, now it's time to start thinking about our paper. I'm just trying to keep an eye on our balance down here. We don't want to spend too much too fast before we get our profits up and running. Oh, I hit escape again to close the mini budget overview. All right, so we're going to leave this area on the east side of town as our farming and livestock area, and we're going to set up a whole nother area for lumber stuff, either on the west side of town where there's water and hills, or on the south side of town where there's coal. The coal, let me bring up the tab again to show you the coal. There's the coal. There's two coal deposits, one there and one there. And once we start grabbing lumber off of here, we're going to need a place to put the industries. I'm preferring out here because this is a low hill. This hill's only 2 levels high. It's not going to be super expensive to terraform out this entire hill at some point. Plus we have access to water, additional water over here. And we have not built a second water siphon yet, so all the water from this water siphon is being used by these things, the livestock farms and the crops. So let's go over here and put down another warehouse, centrally located, logistics warehouse. And input's going to be coming in that way, coming out that way. That's fine. That should be fine. We're going to need another water siphon over here. Well, we don't need it yet. Let's start with our lumber yards. Lots of trees over here. Try not to tear down too many of them in the process of putting down our harvesters. Rotate R to rotate. Yeah, that's gonna take down some. We're gonna take down some trees either way we do this. So let's do that for now. We can use dirt roads back here for the harvesters. We're gonna have to take down some trees to get them in there, but that's okay. A couple of trees are okay. And then, oh, no, we're still on dirt roads. Back to urban roads here at the warehouse. Stretch that out a bit. Stretch this all the way into town. Good. And then make sure that this guy has a way to get to the warehouse. Let's bring him over here. I don't want to tear down trees. Yeah, that'll do. It's not ideal, but it'll do. Alright, is that going to be enough lumber? Can we sell raw lumber in town? I'll bet we can. Let's see. If we have any overflow. Yeah, they're demanding wood. So we can sell them some wood if we start to have too much. But for now, let's get our paper mill down and start using that wood for something good. Why are you having problem? Why can't you get where you need to go? Oh, because I didn't loop it back around like a noob. Hold on. Road networks, urban road. I did not loop my exit back around. Silly me. That works. All right, we've got a PR and marketing event in Dove Creek. That's not going to help us. We'll ignore that. All right, my wood can make it to the warehouse now, and I'm going to leave this area up here to the north for more lumber yards. Maybe not We need space here. We need space for this. I'm not ready to start terraforming out these little hills down here. I don't feel like we've got enough money banked to do that. A small hill up here, though, could go. So terraforming, let's flatten this hill. And start our actual paper mill industries up here. Actually, they're closer to town down here, aren't they? Maybe we leave this for the wood up here and then put the paper mill stuff down here. In which case, we're going to have to do a little bit of terraforming here. That's $275,000 worth of terraforming, which we can sort of afford right now. That's $500,000. That's $1 million worth of terraforming, which we really can't afford. So let's keep it there, and then start putting our factories down. So paper mill will work here-ish. I feel bad about tearing down all these trees. And as soon as the paper mill starts working, it's going to be churning out pollution. But we can build a second one, I think. All right. And then, hold on, zooming in. All right, that'll do. We're going to need water to make the paper. So we're going to need another water siphon over here. We may need to do a little bit of terraforming to even out the water here, just to make it accept some harvesters. That's only $50,000 worth of terraforming, so that should work. All right, now a siphon, water siphon, here within 3 tiles. That should work. Yes, that's going to be in the way of that, a little bit of lumber processing, but there's no way around that. We need that. Oh, we've unlocked additional harvesters now. That's great. I may not need 5 on this side, but I'll tell you what I am going to do as soon as we're done here is go over and place more over at the other one. I'll bet they're probably already running short of water. Dirt roads back here, urban road over here, bringing it. I like to keep my roads away from the warehouse to give me room to expand onto the one-way roads when it's time. All right, this should work. That should go away. Okay, good. Everything's working. Everything's working. And now, yeah, all right, these guys are running low on water. Yeah, they're waiting for water. So let's put down more harvesters here. Click on the water siphon, go to Add Harvester. That'll do. That won't do. It wants me to put it that way. And that could actually work. Dirt roads, just to save us $1. A whole $1 on our roads. I'm going to leave that open a little bit so that we could put another harvester there, maybe, if we do a little bit of terraforming there. All right, that's all the harvesters we can put there, but that should be enough. Both of these livestock farms are waiting on water. So plenty of wheat for now, and we've unlocked additional crop farms. We could put down even more fields here for the crop farms. Of course, those are going to demand more water. So, but I think we can handle that now based off of our having researched the additional harvesters. Yeah, he's waiting for water too. Everybody's waiting for water because I didn't put down these harvesters fast enough. Interest of loans reduced. Foxborough, nah. Traffic's going fine here. Everything's sort of getting water now. As soon as those harvesters really kick in, they'll be fine. So let's get back over here. We are churning out paper, and we need to set up a distribution for that. We'll choose destination, the commercial construction goods store in Arrow Rock. Same here. Yes, I could probably do Control X to copy this, but It's only one building, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, did we store any paper here before I got a hold of it? Yes, I did. So we're going to have to set up kind of a temporary distribution. Sorry. Set up a temporary distribution here to sell that little bit of overflow water or paper that got into the warehouse. That'll all go in and get sold. All right, we've been doing lots of building here, so our budget overview is not going to reflect the money that we're actually making. I'm $378,000 in debt last month, but that's because we were building. I'm not going to hit escape to close this time. Watch. Oh, okay, we pulled in $250,000 last month doing what we're doing, so I'm pretty happy with how that's going. Not going to hit escape to close the mini budget overview. I'm going to click it. Are we storing additional wood here? Oh, lots of additional wood, which means we could either put down more paper mills. We haven't unlocked additional paper products yet. Let's go to the tech tree, go to paper mills. We need to unlock the heavy pulp, which is being demanded in town. And we need to unlock the cardboard, which is also being demanded in town. And we need to unlock the ink, which is also being demanded in town. All three of these products can be coming in and being sold for moolah. Should we put down more paper? Oh, we need to... Boy, these paper mills are not turning out a heck of a lot of production here. These are light polluters. If we go to the overview screen, they're only churning out 7.2 units of pollution every day, which is not a heck of a lot. But we don't want to kill off too many of the trees here, especially because we're relying on the wood industry. So let us go to the pollution tab, get an air purifier down, put it down right in the middle of all these folks, and then make sure that it's hooked up to a road. That's a dirt road, which we don't want. We want an urban road. Okay. All right, and that air purifier, now the warehouse has water in it, so the air purifier says, hey, let's go to the warehouse and grab some water and bring it back. And now the air purifier's running. Now this pollution will go away, and maybe those trees, those poor little trees that we killed 3 trees. I feel terrible. Maybe those will grow back. We'll see. All right, so how are we doing? Oh, we never set up a line to sell off this excess wood. And we can cancel the line for the paper now that we've cleared out that excess paper that we accidentally stored there, and just sell off some of this wood here for a couple of extra pennies profit. Not going to make a bunch of money selling raw wood, but just clear out that excess that's been accumulating in the warehouse there. That's why I'm always looking for overlap as we let things kind of run here for a bit. We're down to $1 million in the bank, and I would prefer not to go below that. So I just want to let things run for a little while and bank some profits to give us more room to expand when the time is right. But, you know, so people talk about the ratios of these buildings. So the lumberyard is turning out production... it's every every 10 days we're getting 9 units. No, that's not right. See, I don't even mess with these ratios because what I do is I try to avoid that by, hold on, just looking. Oh, terraforming reduced by 52% in Arrow Rock, which is where we are. I got a bid on that. Wow, if we can get a terraforming cost reduction here in this region, that's going to be huge. We'll take advantage of that to terraform out this hill over here. He's bidding. I'm bidding more. We could terraform out this hill. We could terraform out this hill over here. As long as we have enough money to do that. So I'm not going to spend any more money until we win this auction, and I may even take out another loan. It's for 20 months, which isn't a heck of a lot of time, but it's, you know, it's enough. It's enough to bank. Yes, we won the auction. Now that was expensive. That dropped our balance down below $1 million. We may want to take out a loan to take advantage of that reduction, but we can keep track of how long that's going to be running by clicking on Arrow Rock. Over here it tells us the PR event that we've won that's running right now. Cost of terraforming reduced by 52% for 20 months. Gives us the duration. You see it's counting down fairly quickly, 575, 574, 573, so we don't want to let that go for too long without taking advantage of the benefit that it offers. I don't think we're going to be able to bank the millions that we're going to need to do that terraforming in the time that's left on this. Not with the setup we've got now, bringing in, well, we brought in 20,000 last month because we spent 300,000 on that auction. So we're probably bringing in more than 300,000 a month now. But again, that's going to take, it's going to take multiple months to get us up above $1 million. So I think that I hit escape to try to close the mini budget overview. So I think what we're going to do is take out a loan here. So we're going to go to our headquarters. Go to the Finances Loans panel and take out a loan. Who's offering a good, 10% interest on these loans. These are good. Let's get it from our settlement here at Arrow Rock. It doesn't, I don't think it makes any difference. They're offering a $15 million loan, which we don't need all that much. We can lower that though. Let's go ahead and select this. Let's lower the amount that we're going to be borrowing. We really only need maybe 5 million or so. So let's go down to 5 million and accept the loan at 10% interest, which is a pretty good rate. All right, great. Now we got 5 million in the bank. Now let's go crazy with our terraforming. Let's get the heck rid of this hill here, which is doing nobody any good. Let's get the heck rid of this hill here, which is doing nobody any good. This is going to be a little tricky. 144,000 to do that. $500,000 to do that. But again, that'd be $1 million if I hadn't won that auction. So okay, I'll take it. Let's do one more line there. Another $500,000 there, but I'm saving money. We're gonna need the room, and I'm saving money by doing it now. $1.5 million to get rid of that whole thing. But again, I think in the end it's going to be worth it. That's a lot of money on terraforming, but I think it's going to be worth it. Probably want to take this out too while we've got the money. Ooh, we're down to $1.6 million in the bank. So that's probably going to be the extent of our terraforming activities for now. Yeah, we're down to $1.5 million in the bank, and I want to not really go below that for the time being. So let's just let things run for a little while and try to bank some profits. As I was trying to say there before we got distracted by that auction, is that, some min-maxers, people who want to play this game with a calculator next to them and do the math themselves, will try to even out all the ratios here. I don't enjoy that, so what I prefer to do is just look for ways to... A permit to build in Miltonsburg, we don't have $4 million to make that work, and I don't think there's any... Hold on, I'm going to pause this for a second. Let's see where Miltonsburg is and what kind of goods, what kind of resources they have there. Miltonsburg is way the heck over here. It's only got gas in its region. Yeah, that's a weak region. Yeah, small, weak region bounded by water on 3 sides. Not interested. Go ahead, close that, and speed time back up again. So my way around having to sort these ratios and keep them sorted is to look for the overlap that allows us to sell overflow goods in town. That's how I do it. So I don't have to mess with all those ratios. Speed this up a little more. Unlocking additional livestock farms fields here in just a second. So let's see how we're doing on supplying these guys. The event duration is down to 400 days. We may be in a position to do more terraforming if we've banked enough money before that expires. But let's see how we're doing. We're partially supplying them with wheat. We are partially supplying them with mutton. We are partially supplying them with wood. There is room for growth in all three of those demands. Partially supplying with wood, partially supplying with wool. All right, so once these additional livestock fields unlock, which is now, we can go ahead and build some. Let's go to this livestock farm, go to the overview tab, add a field. I've left room to add 2 fields here, but no additional room to run a road through there if I need to. And do we have any room to put down fields at this farm? No, because we've got this big freaking hill back up in here. I could put them across the street here. There may be enough... do we take out... I don't want to take out a second loan, even though the interest rate is really low right now. I'm not ready to take out a second loan just to make the terraforming happen. And we're down to $500,000 in the bank, which makes me a little bit nervous. So I'm not going to put down any additional farms there. We'll just let these 2 do the work, the 2 new ones that we put down. All right, you know, so at this point, we're really just in 10 times speed mode. Just let things run for a few minutes and try to get some profits going. I don't know why our bank balance is so low now. Just going to keep an eye on our mini budget overview and see how we do this month. We did spend a bunch on those 2 additional fields, but we'll see. Down lost $171,000 last month. That's probably from putting down these fields. It's really going to be this next month that makes that tells us how we're actually doing. So we'll just keep an eye on it, keep an eye on our networks, talk a little bit about some stuff. Before I go and talk about something else, I just want to keep an eye on this, our mini budget overview. We are approaching. No, we're only at the start of the month. Wow, we lost money again last month. We lost $71,000 last month. Why is our balance going down now? We were doing so well for a while. Everything's running. Ah, we're still losing money, and we're actually in the black at this point, in the red. Shoot, I may want to take out another loan here so we don't get hit by an emergency loan. If you end the month with a negative balance, it's going to force you to either take another loan or forfeit the game, end the game, lose, basically. So I'm going to take out another loan, but a small one, just to keep us afloat here. There's another. Is there a $5 million one up here, Miltonsburg? All right, we'll accept a $5 million loan. Of course, the interest is cutting into our profits for sure. If you look down here, monthly loans and fines, we're paying a $250,000 in interest at this point every month, which is a lot. Yeah, that's probably eating up almost all of our profits. But I think we had to take advantage of that terraforming sale. Half price on terraforming. How can you say no to that? So we may be operating at a deficit here for a while until we get these loans sorted out. Boo, we're losing a lot of money now. We lost $300,000 last month. What the hey? We may have to pause our research just to try to get back to a positive balance. With all this interest, we're paying $388,000 in interest last month, which is probably all of our profits. Yikes! I'm not sure how I could have said no to the auction, though. I needed to take advantage of that auction with the extensive terraforming issues we're running into in this region. I think the best we can hope for here is to maybe use some of the profits, use some of this loan that we just took out to put down more income generating industries. Another paper mill, perhaps. this around the other side. That doesn't look wise. That does not look wise. We can give him another way into town there. I copied you, right? So you have your destination already? Alright, good. And what else can we do to make more profits? We've unlocked the wood pulp. We could be doing that. We could actually set this to heavy pulp now. Yeah, it hasn't started production yet. Why don't we go ahead and set that to heavy pulp and be selling the heavy pulp in town at the commercial construction goods store. Maybe build a second one of these. I shouldn't have made that road so close. I'm going to destroy this road. Oh, a truck was trying to use the road. Sorry, truck, you're stuck now. Look at that poor ghost truck driving cross country. My bad. Put down another heavy pulp manufacturing facility. And now run this road around here. That works. Acquire a permit for the region of Foxborough. Doesn't matter. There's no way we have the $7 million necessary to bid on that. Let's hope that this the additional profit from these paper mills puts us back in the black. We sold $500,000 worth of products last month, but $388,000 of that went to pay the interest on the loans that we've taken, which is not good. But for now, let's speed up time again and see if what we've done here can get us back into what we've done over here can get us back into the black. What are you running low on? You need more wood. We probably need another lumber yard. Or maybe just stop selling this stuff. I'm going to pause the selling of the wood raw at the hardware store for now to make sure that my heavy pulp stuff gets enough wood. Oh dear. Oh dear. We got $2 million in the bank and we're losing, you know, $500,000 a month. No, we can't be losing $500,000 a month, can we? Waiting on wood. Our wood production, we don't have enough wood production going. What we could do is set as a tech unlock here, fields and harvesters, get our land harvesters, additional land harvesters going. Yeah, let's pause this stuff since we're not in a situation to do anything with it at this point now, and have our have our additional land harvesters being our research topic. We may even need to pause that research entirely because we can't afford the $100,000 it's taking every month to do that. Let's see if we can quickly race through this research, put down a couple of extra harvesters here instead of building a whole nother lumber yard. We're hovering right on the edge of break even here, but the reason we're having so many income issues is because 1, 2, 3, 4. We need another water pump here, I think. Is because of that auction. Let's try to keep that in mind. I'm not a complete spaz. This would be a fairly profitable network if it weren't for all the interest that we're paying now, which is a lot. We lost $200,000 last month. The only way to dig ourselves out of here is to keep building and generating more profits. Because otherwise that loan interest is just going to eat us alive, having taken out 2 loans that quickly. Why? What are you lacking? What are you lacking? You're lacking wood. Or we're halfway through our building more land harvesters for our lumber yard, so let's just let these guys be short of wood for now instead of spending another bunch of money on another lumber yard. All right, while we wait for that stuff to do its thing, let me show you that if you hit F10, you get this cool-ass 3D view, super 3D. 11, F11 to hide the buttons at the bottom. Ooh, isn't this nice? F to raise the camera, C to lower the camera. All this stuff seems to be doing what it's supposed to be doing. There's an auction, but we're not in a place to take advantage of any auctions right now. So let's just check out our stuff. All our happy little sheep being happy, turning out mutton to be eaten by the hungry residents of Arrow Rock. All right, had enough? All right, F11 to turn the UI back on, and F10 to get back out. All right, how are we doing? Let's check our mini budget overview. Still not good. Still losing lots of money every month. There's no way for us to take out another loan. I mean, we could have completely borked this game by taking out those 2 loans so quickly. We've got $1 million left. We're losing $250,000 every month, which means there are only 4 months left for us to be playing until we get shut down, because we can't take out another loan at this point. Forget it. All right, we completed that research, and we don't have another research topic going right now, but I'm gonna leave it that way. Oh no, I'm not gonna create another one. I'm gonna add another harvester. So many trees here. We're gonna have to take down some trees with these. And the cheapest roads available, please. Yes, dirt roads will work. Thank you. Kind of a mess. Kind of a mess, but not the end of the world. The roads back in here are kind of a mess, I mean. Not terrible. They'll be fine. Hopefully that gets our wood production up so that our paper mill stuff isn't waiting too long for additional wood. We're definitely not stockpiling any, no. We are stockpiling plenty of water. So water's not the issue, it's just the wood that's the issue. Alright, speed this back up again and see if we lose this game. This could be the oops, oh shoot, those roads were not connected. Damn it. Ah, my bad. Sorry, now they're connected. Yeah, this could be the shortest new playthrough in history. We may make it a couple of years and have to start another map. In which case, what an exciting episode this was. All right, we just gotta let this run, guys. We can't build a single thing. We don't have the money for it. We're almost out of money. I think next month we're going to be out of money, and that's going to be it for us. Well. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned what not to do in Rise of Industry by Dapper Penguin Studios. But again, this is a profitable network. We are making money with this network. We're just spending it all in building upkeep and monthly loans. It's really the loans that are killing us. But look how quickly we got this town to level up. Arrow Rock is already ready to level up. Unfortunately, it's not offering us a bookstore here, which may be the next tier of stores. We may need to level up again to get a bookstore. But I'm not even going to look at this because it's just going to break my heart when we end up losing the game in a month. We're about to lose. Yeah, no, another town is leveling up somewhere. Because the AI apparently did not make the stupid mistakes that I made. Yay, Great Meadows leveled up. We could have leveled up too if I hadn't been so stupid with the loans. Did we make money last? We're making... No. Alright, the money's bouncing up and down, but in the end we're losing. We only lost $21,000 last month, though. we may be able to stretch this out another month or two. How are we looking on those loans? How much longer do we have until they're paid off? 19, only 10 payouts remaining on the first loan that we took. Only if we can make it another 10 months, we're not actually making any beef, so we can't take advantage of that auction. Great Meadows wants us to deliver beef to them, but we're not going to. If we only lose $20,000 every month, and we've got $250,000 in the bank right now, then this could work. Oh, it's down to 100,000 in the bank, and we lost half of that last month. Yeah, all right, so we're going to play through until we either lose the game, which could happen any moment now, or we pay off this loan, at which point we'll be okay. We've got 8 payouts remaining, 8 months of payouts remaining on that loan. At that point, we won't be spending all of our money on loan interest anymore. All right, we're at max speed here. I wish there was something to do with you guys, but we really just got to let this do its thing and hope that our bank balance survives the next 8 loan payouts. I'm going to keep this open. 7 payouts remaining. Are we stockpiling any wood that we can sell? We are, a little bit. I'm going to set up an additional distribution line here or turn the distribution line back on. Try to bring in a couple more dollars from the wood. And what should we level up to here? We've got iron and we've got coal and iron ore, so we could go for the ironmongery and be doing steel stuff. Now, I love the grocery store. The toy store is fun and interesting, but it's tough. It's challenging. There's some challenging recipes at the toy store. Grocery store is just fun. It's just you're Farmer Ted, you know. You're doing all the farming stuff. But I think that since we have iron ore and coal, we'll probably go with the ironmongery if we survive long enough to level up this town. How are we doing? How did I close that headquarters thing accidentally? We got 5 payouts remaining. I think we're going to be able to do this, guys. 5 payouts remaining. We actually turned a profit last month. That little bit of excess wood we sold might have put us into the green last month, and it might save us. Our balance is negative now. We can't end. If we end the month with a negative balance, we're done, because we cannot take out another loan. There's no way we could ever get back to profitability with another loan. So we're back to a positive balance here. Let's see how this goes. Speed it all the way up to 10 times speed. Let's see if we survive. 4 months remaining on that loan. Gosh, I'm sorry. This is probably super boring because I'm not doing anything. I'm just waiting. But we're stuck there. 3 payouts remaining, guys. $184,000 in our bank account. Mini budget tells us that we spent that much. We lost that much last month. It's going to be tight. 2 payouts remaining. If we can make it through these 2, if we can survive these next 2 payouts, we're good to go. We can resume our building activities. Well, not building right off the bat, because we're going to have to build up our bank balance again. 1 loan payout remaining, guys. Can we make it 1 more month? We've got a good paper mill production plus 25% this month. We've got a good event here. This may help us survive this final loan payout. 1 payout remaining on the settlement loan from Arrow Rock. That's it! We paid it off! We paid it off. We paid it off. We're going to be back in the green next month. I can feel it. Let's just stare at our mini budget overview and see how this goes. Oh, please, 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 please. We lost 99,000. We're back. Okay, we made 25,000 last month, and it's only going to be getting better from here on in. So I'm going to leave it here and let it run for a while to build up some profits so we can actually get back to doing something in the next episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. Leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying my spastic, but it was tight. There was some suspense there. It was exciting. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying, and there'll be more coming in the next episode. Stay profitable, industrialists.